if you're looking for something to do with your horse, I've got a little exercise you can do, really going to help out your horsemanship, going to be able to advance some of your skills. So, and it doesn't take very much money or equipment. So, stay tuned. So when we're working with our horses, we're normally working on straight lines or circles. And I would even say it's more just arcs, just radiuses, finding the, the certain bend that you're looking for with your horse. So one thing that I found that really helps me when I'm trying to ride a nice perfect circle, it's hard to measure that thing because, you know, unless you have a perfectly groomed arena and everything's perfect, it's tough. So I use, if you guys are my age, you remember what a compass was when you were drawing circles, or yeah, it's a good way to draw a circle. So what I use is a pole. We're going to talk about poles at the end. What I use, some things you can use that aren't very expensive. So we're going to talk about that at the end. But get yourself a pole, and then you put one end on the ground. And if you can hold on to the other end and then walk a circle, and this hand stays pretty close to where you want it, you're going to be walking a very accurate circle. And you will think this is fairly easy, and it's not as easy as you would think. So we're gonna go along here, and I'm gonna kind of explain to you kind of some of the things I'm looking for. Okay, Junior, let's go. So we're gonna see. You can see he's a little bit too inside. Now he's a little bit too outside the circle. So I'm gonna steer him a little bit to the left here. Now my hand is kind of pretty close to the horn. He's a little bit too far out to the outside. Now it's a little bit too far inside. So I'm just getting him dialed in where he's starting to listen to me and be a little bit more accurate. There we go. Good. Now I like this part. This is really, he's feeling really pretty good to me. One thing that makes this more difficult is because you only have one hand. You know, it's way easier to walk a circle when you have two hands. Riding with one hand makes it just a little bit more difficult. And if this becomes too easy for you, try doing it at a trot, or try doing it at the lope. That will increase the difficulty of it. So it's kind of a cool little deal here. Also get your horse used to something being, you know, beside him, out to the side. You can even switch directions. Now we're going to come up on something that's a little bit tougher here. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop. I'm going to roll this front through here, raising this pole up. Now we're going to go the other way. Now we also like him kind of, you know, looking the direction that he's going. See, you can tell he's outside that circle there because my hand's a little bit too far to the outside. So I'm steering him with the outside leg back into that circle. He just was leaking a little bit to the outside. There we go. And that's where I like it, right in here. Now he's starting to leak a little bit out. So I'm going to steer him a little bit more in. There you go. Good. Now if you want to, you can go up. If you want a tighter circle, you can just start working your way up the pole till it's standing vertically. Of course, the smaller the circle, the little bit more advanced it is, and particularly at the higher speeds, loping a circle, you know, or even trotting a circle that's this small is going to be more difficult. Okay. You can also do a behind the back turn. Say doing this, steering your horse one-handed and maneuvering him one-handed kind of helps you get to that next level. I like this one right here. This is working pretty good. Good. So just a kind of a fun little deal you can do with your horse. Now, where do you find one of these? So this is a fiberglass pole that I have specially made. They're typically called Garrocha poles. They're from Spain, and so they're something that, yeah, it's a little bit tough to get your hands on one. The best commercially made substitute would be a pole vaulting pole, but they're kind of expensive. Something that's a little on the cheaper end would be a painter's pole, an extendable painter's pole. Lowe's, Home Depot, hardware store will have them. I like one that's fairly substantial. You could use a pool skimmer's pole, the ones of those extendable aluminum poles they use for pool cleaning. Um, if that's a little bit above your budget, those are probably, you know, $40, $60, something like that. A couple pieces of PVC pipe glued together. You'll want something minimum of 10 feet. This is like, I think this is 13, which is kind of standard. 12 or 13 feet is more of a standard length. So that's what I like to use, is something about 12, 13 foot. But whatever, you know, you're comfortable with. Like I said, a couple pieces of PVC pipe will work pretty good. A closet dowel, also something that you can use. Sometimes it's hard to find something that's straight, that's that long. But anyway, hope this tip helps. Next time, I'm going to show you about how to steer. You can see that I didn't have any problem steering this one, even though he's in a snaffle bit and maybe not the best neck reiner. I'm going to show you a couple tips with this Makati and how that helps you work your horse a little bit better. So that we're going to do a whole series on the Makati. Anyway, catch you guys later.